We got the media team in here. We're the media
team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Yo, check it out, y'all. It's Clubhouse TV. On this one, we got Wack 100 going at Munchie B after he says Wack got beat up at the Drakeo concert. So let's get straight to the content. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
in the block.
Let me hit you with a topic. So you were not happy with some of the things that Munchie B had to say about you on this podcast the other day.
I don't trip on what he got to say about me, right? I don't trip that.
Did you get beat up the same night that Drakeo died at that concert? He felt very strongly about this. I had never heard that.
He didn't put that on his neighborhood, I know.
I don't know.
I know he didn't put that on his neighborhood.
I don't know. But he seemed to feel very strongly about that. I had never heard that before.
That I got beat up.
Yeah, and that it didn't really make the news because the Drakeo situation happened the same night.
Have you ever noticed that every time they say I got beat up in a place where it's 10,000 people? Now, did I take off on somebody? I definitely took off on somebody. Right? You want Cuban Rob to come in, I can leave, so you can't, they won't say I made up a story.
I just want to hear the story. I don't care who's telling it. What happened?
Call Cuban.
Who'd you take off on?
I'll call Cuban Rob. I'm going to let him tell you.
Okay.
Did I take off? No. You got to let Cuban sit down. He's going to tell the story. That way, you can't say see, this is the problem. Street dudes, if they don't like you, by the time a story gets to them, they switch it up.
Okay.
Now.
Because this was your post about Munchie. You said, the homies took your eyes from you. You got caught stealing out the spot, so you was going to pay with your life, but God spared you. Your mama and grandmama went to the park and begged for your safety under police escort. Now you wander around and you want sympathy. Nah, little guy, you're an amnesty case. They just feel sorry for you. See you around.
Now, here's the thing, right?
Demonic.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Let's just talk about it, right?
Sure.
Before we bring Cuban up. I'm not going to even mention it because I want him to, you're going to ask him the question and you're going to get a real natural reaction.
Okay.
So this dude right here, right? He's blind.
Right.
The Crips didn't take his eyesight. His homeboys did.
Uh-huh.
Right? The politics about whoever he wasn't strong enough, or they didn't fear enough not to do that. Right? Alex Alonso, dude was a bum. Shout out to Alex, because since he's been up there with Alex, he got a little neater, his clothes a little better. Alex Alonso gives him a job, right? But you can't tell me you're king anything. And the homies are the ones that victimized you, not a rival gang. Yo set. Now, he know why he was in the hospital.
That happens to a lot of people, right? Because it's the same thing with Nipsey, right?
No, listen. Same shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
But guess what? And I'm going to speak on it. Paperwork's live and direct, floating around. Here's the difference. You see them gun big you now?
No.
I can say what I want. That's the fear and the respect that his neighborhood has for him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mixed together in a very balanced way. Right? He walks around everywhere. Paperwork there. Nobody does nothing to him over there. So what Munchie got to understand is like, I've been for my set longer you've been living.
Mm-hmm.
This real talk. You can't tell me you that when the respect you claim to have couldn't keep your own neighborhood from trying to turn your TV off. And they got rid of the bub, right?
Who's the bub?
The bub. They got rid of the bub. The bub is what makes the image come on. It just a buzz goes on, right? So he walks around, right? So they turned his TV off. Don't tell me you this and you that and you this and you that when you couldn't stop that from happening, right? You know that while you was laid in there and they thought you was gone, that your mother and grandmother went down there with half the choir to Darby Park with police escort and begged them people in a form of telling, because you kind of letting them know that that's who did it. Then he ended up doing it on the conversation with 600, that's who did it, letting people know his homies did it to spare you. Now, I'm going to let Cuban come over here, and you ask him the question. I ain't text him. I ain't had no time to say nothing to him. And you ask him that, come on, Q, we going to ask you a question.
All right.
And you answer the question.
We got a guest host. We got the legendary baby Cuban Rob.
Let's see what he have to say.
What's happening with it?
Okay, when Munchie came on, he said that the same night that Drakeo lost his life backstage at that concert, at that music festival, Lovers and Friends, or I believe, that Wack was attacked backstage that same night, but it never really made the news because of what happened to Drakeo.
No.
He's saying that you were there. What's your version of the story?
Well, the reason why it never went anywhere is because we got to putting in, work. They got we got the thumping out there. Wack got off first, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas got to talking shit. Wack dropped one of them niggas, and we jumped into the fire. So once we started dropping and laying them niggas out all over the floor and shit, they started throwing chairs and all that weird shit. Nigga, that's why the shit never went nowhere.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Because we was out there smashing them niggas. That's why.
How deep were y'all, and how deep were
It was about 4 of us. It was about 12 or 13, 15 of them niggas or some shit like that.
It was about 7 of them.
Well,
The other dude didn't get out.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about niggas that got out. It was about 5 or 6 of us. Yeah, every time. Wack got off first.
Who were these guys? Or you don't want to say?
Yeah, man. They know who they are. They know who they are.
Listen,
Creep is pointing a picture of a gang.
Yeah, Wack got bracket right away. I ain't gonna lie.
This is who was responsible for it? Well, this is that night?
Yeah, that's what.
This doesn't look like you were a little deep. It looks like you're like 50 deep.
It was just a gang of people back there.
Oh, there's
It was-
Game. Yeah.
Yeah, Game was he was on show. He was
it was my
performing.
set, Adam. It was my set.
Third right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like
Now,
7
don't
of
get me
us, and then
wrong.
it was versus them.
Adam.
Look at Wack's eyes. He looks like he's off a perk. Yo, you gotta send this to me. I need this image for the podcast.
Oh man, we'd have had so many altercations out there.
Oh, look,
you know what I'm
Wack's holding the
saying?
selfie stick. That's why the angle is so weird on this image. Okay.
Nah, he holding the rail to go up.
Oh,
Listen.
okay, right.
Listen. Now, Adam, listen. Take it for granted. Listen.
A lot of red in here.
We was about 70, 80 deep,
Okay.
right?
And
I
who
will-
wanted to play with you?
I will say this.
Will you say who it was? No.
If Drakeo would have did what he's supposed to did, his nephew still be alive. He was supposed to show up at a certain time. I held my entourage. I had Coyote performing, True Card performing, Blueface performing in Game. I had 100-some tickets because I had all the different performers. His little brother and his crew got up there about 6. I told Drakeo, be here at 7:38. We're gonna make sure you get in and get out. Game is there. Everybody's in agreement. Blueface squad, my squad, Game squad, everybody squad. I already told him we're gonna get nephew in and up out of here. 8 come, he ain't here. 8:15, he ain't here. I can only hold my artists so long. They didn't been here. We didn't been here, right? So while 8:30 come, he ain't there. We roll. By the time we get to the freeway, Drakeo dead. If you check Drakeo's time of death, it's gonna be between 8:30, 8:45.
So you and everybody that you were with would have.
On par route. That's why I held him,
Jeez.
right? We was like 100 deep. It'd have just been a head up. Fate would have been when it went that way. Right now, the situation the blind man talking about, quite natural. If he'd have been there, he wouldn't have been able to see it. I told you what it was before he got in here. I get off first. It wasn't nothing major because it was internal. It wasn't like it was a crew coming looking for me or looking for us. It was internal amongst our entourage,
Ah, okay.
right? It was just the homies, right? They was mad that I didn't let them on stage when they wanted to get on. Don't work like that. Game called the dogs. When Game tell me, let the band on, the women on, the DJ, my security, Game security is not Bloods, it's Crips.
Why is that?
That's what it is. 88 Avalons run point on Game security.
Okay.
G Magic, that's a fact. Okay, so now here comes the confusion. Wack from Paru there doing his job, right? So my artist told me in what order he want people to take the stage, right? Mm-hmm. Guess what? My homies is with me. They ain't down there. They right here with me, right? I let it in that order. So the minute I let the Crips on stage, guess who started tripping? Game's homies. Blood, hold on. Hey, homie, hold on, bro. Business going on. Mm-hmm. Blood, nigga, this woo-doo. Hey, look, homie, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Business going on. Okay, next, y'all go up. Oh, blood, look, soon as I get done, we're going to address it. I get everybody up, get everybody on there. I go to the front, get Game his mic. Soon as New Jersey Devil turned on that shit, because the stage had kind of turned that way, I came right behind. Now, Blood, what's that you talking about? And fired. Broke Blood shit on Paru. Blood, no. Broke his shit. Fired. There was some G homies with us too. Big Duck from Fruittown, Paru, Lil John, all of them was with us, right? And we thumping, right? We ain't start throwing chairs and planters and shit. We throwing fists. So I'm trying to figure out, I hope Munchie didn't put that on his set because there's some G homies that was there. But this dude's hatred for a man he's never saw is so great. I don't know why. Right? He's a vessel. We don't pay you no attention.
He definitely despises you. I got this other post.
He ain't never seen me in his life. He mad about me because the motherfucking neighborhood Crips knock him out, hit him with the broomstick, and packed him with peanut butter. Nigga, go over there and put your work in. What you mad at me for? I didn't do it. I wasn't in the cell with you. What he mad about? Hit my little Don Julio R&B left me. I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying?
I can't find the thing he posted about you, but something
yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like, I know he got a nervous part. You ever notice him? He holds a cup that he never drinks from.
It's an ad for his podcast.
He never drinks from it.
It's got the logo on it.
He got to hold something. This hand goes crazy. See, my thing about it with dude is, bro, you never could do it better than me because I've been doing this longer than you've been living and your TV been turned off for quite some time. I done survived more yards, more gun battles, more squabbles, real squabbles in a real generation where it wasn't in style to be no blood. You understand what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I gotta say it. Those that have lost their life, those that have, it's like anything. Bro, it's game over. You cannot claim to be that more than an individual that's still standing and been through more than you. Now, if you want to be the hardest, whatever you claim to be, great. But I challenge people to this. And this is real talk. I'm one of the hardest Parus to do it. I'm going to tell you why. We ain't talking about who had more fights or more knockouts or who killed more or who did more time. Let's talk about somebody from the age of 12, come up in the gutter, from the valley, doing time in the same institutions that everybody else doing time in. And right now today, not restricted to a part. I've been home 26 years. I'm legal. One child graduated from college, one child on her 3rd year in college. None of my children are gang members. Nobody's tiny or infant whack that come from me, right? I done been around the world 7 times. I do international business. I'm not on drugs, not a dope fiend. I can walk, talk, see. Let's talk about it. Top Dog, another one of the coldest bloods to do it. Right? One of my inspirations. I walk in the house, how much you pay for this? 100 million. This nigga from the Nickerson Gardens. He come from, right? He don't even live in it. Right? So when we talking about it, right? We gotta change what we say, who's the best or the biggest to do it. just because you restricted to a podcast in your hood every day. I'm sorry, bro. That's a hamster life. My homeboys, right there. I put them people, I don't just take them to the local clubs or the No Jumper. They didn't touch London, Dubai, Russia, Germany, Thailand, everywhere I move. You know why? So they can see it and know what it is, right? To grow. All y'all that's out there thinking being in the hood every day, 1 million tattoos on your face, fucking the hood rat homegirls, and that's what it is. Hey, bro, I'm here to tell you, that's not what it is. Right now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
When it comes to this industry, you done interviewed a bunch of OG bloods, right?
Yeah.
Who's the biggest blood in the world? They ain't gonna like me for this.
In the OG
Who's
category?
the biggest blood in the world? Hands down.
I mean, you mentioned Top Dog. I feel like you and Top Dog stand out.
He not it.
Okay.
The biggest blood in the world is the motherfucking Game.
Right, and then him too.
Let me
I
tell
wasn't
you
sure if
something.
you consider him like
Let me tell
old
you
school
something. I'm gonna tell
enough.
you why.
Okay.
See, they gonna say, Game ain't been to the pen. Oh, Game ain't did this, did that. Let me explain something to you. You didn't seen this. When you step off the plane in Oslo, Norway, right? When you step out the plane in motherfucking Ireland and Switzerland and Russia, and niggas got bopped and across their forehead and paru down their face and cedar block back of their neck, don't matter what you talking about. To the world, he the biggest blood in the world. But these little peon-minded people, right? They gonna say, oh, that don't mean nothing. It means something. It's called influence. Because somebody influenced us to do what we doing now. To gangbang and be from our set.
Right.
That's baby Cuban Rob. I know his brother, Big Cuban Rob, speaks very little English. Damn maniac. He was an influence on him. As he was an influence on his other brother. All the Cubans is brothers. As my brother was an influence on me. But guess what? I challenge every blood and Crip and Hoover and Paru. What? Look around, look in your household. What type of influence are you? Is your kid named after you? Do we got the same tats as you? You got a passport? You got business going on? I mean, let me understand. Are you gonna keep your gangster where it was at an adolescent? Or you gonna grow with it? I can call my business partners right now, real filthy rich Jewish man. And I say, yo, where am I from? Oh, Wack, you're from Peru. What have we done? Millions of dollars of business. Did you get the last email, The Wire? So what I'm saying, when you certifying and you stamping that, right? Let me know what you doing for the culture, what you doing for yourself. Have you bettered your business hand? What you driving? You got life insurance? Are you one of them amnesty victims that's gonna get and everybody putting car washes, GoFundMes? Ain't now one of my homeboys ever had to be begged to get buried.
So you didn't get beat up?
Hell no.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
All right, y'all, it's Clubhouse TV, man, and let's break this one down one more time before we wrap up. Now, the situation between Wack 100 and Munchie B just keeps heating up, and social media is having a field day with it. So, to recap, Munchie B claimed Wack got beat up at the Drakeo the Ruler concert, and we know Wack wasn't about to let that slide. He came out swinging verbally, calling Munchie out for clout chasing and accusing him of spreading lies. He also stated that he hoped Munchie B didn't put it on his set, because if he did, he blew it up, because there was a lot of people there in G Homies, and they know that that did not happen. Now, let's think about this for a second. Wack has a reputation for being vocal, unfiltered, and always defending his name, no matter the controversy. When something like this comes out, especially involving a big event like the Drakeo concert, which was already surrounded by its own drama, you can see why Wack didn't hesitate to respond. In his mind, this is about his credibility, his reputation, and shutting down what he calls internet cap. But let's be real here. Munchie B's claim sparked a lot of debate, and it's got people wondering, if it didn't happen, why would he say it? And if it did, why hasn't anyone produced solid evidence? The internet loves receipts, and so far, we haven't seen anything concrete. That leaves us in this space where one man's word against the other, and in the age of social media, that's all it takes for people to pick sides. Now, here's the interesting part. This isn't just about two people beefing. This is also about public perception, how narratives are created, and how quickly they spread. And Wack knows this. That's why he's so quick to address rumors head on, because once the internet runs with the story, it can be hard to stop. And let's not forget, Wack's name has been in plenty of headlines before, so he's no stranger to controversy. So this situation just adds fuel to an already blazing fire. At the end of the day, though, what does this really come down to? Is it about respect, about keeping your name clean, or just another chapter in hip-hop's never-ending cycle of beefs? Honestly, it's probably all of the above. Whether you believe Munchie B or you're riding with Wack on this one, it's clear that the story has everyone talking, and that's exactly how the game works. So what do y'all think? Did Munchie B exaggerate the story for attention, or is there more to the situation than Wack is letting on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you. And as always, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you never miss the latest updates. And subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. As always, I certainly appreciate you checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'm on to the next one. I'll meet you there. I'm out, y'all. Peace.